Hey guys! First things first, I'm the realist. I am in this one corner of my room as I have been for the past couple of videos just because I have gotten new furniture and my room was a mess before, but now I just kind of want to make it a surprise, maybe possibly do a room tour when I'm done with everything. Soon! Coming soon. Next thing, my hair. Let's please take a moment to look at my hair because it's not amazing today. It's only half up, half down. But how cute is this scrunchie? I mean, really, like, it's really cute. I got that hair tie from Forever 21 yesterday, and it was probably only like $1 something. And I don't know, I just wanted to try it, and I think it's adorable, and I'm in love with it, and I want to buy more now. As you can probably already tell from the title, I'm gonna tell you guys a story about my makeup being stolen. This story is really actually about the time that my house got broken into. And it's kind of a traumatizing thing that happened, but now I can look back and just kind of talk about it, and it's fine. So what had happened was, my family wasn't home, thankfully, when some people apparently broke into our house. It was late afternoon. We had just gotten back from school and work and all that. We came together in the same car, and I got out of the car first, and I went into the house first. I remember unlocking the door as if nothing and opening the door, and the first thing I realized was that my two dogs were walking about in the living room. We usually keep them in the hallway because otherwise they make a mess out of everything, but they were just walking around, so I figured, okay, first, it's not the first time they get out of the hallway and make a mess in the living room. Second thing I noticed was that my parents' bedroom light was on, and that was really strange considering it was daytime and we hadn't been home all day, so why was the light on? For some reason I just figured that my parents had left it on. Then I realized that their door was open as well, and all this was happening really fast, and I was by myself in the house. And I walked to their bedroom, the door is open and the light is on, and I see all this clothes on the floor. Everything is turned upside down. All the gavetas, the drawers, were taken out of the chests and they were flipped over, and everything was a huge mess. And for a split second I thought, my dogs made such a big mess. Wait, my dogs can't open the door. My dogs couldn't have done this. And then I realized someone must have come into the house, and at that moment I kind of freaked out because I was in the house and I wasn't sure if they were still in the house, and I was 14 at that time. My little brother, who was 5, was walking into the house as well after me, and I just remember turning around in the hallway and screaming at him, "Get out of here now." He was just at the doorway, and he did get out, and I ran out as well because I was so scared that there could have been some stranger in my house, and I don't know if they were armed or what. And when I'm turning to walk out the doorway again, I noticed that the door frame is broken off. The door was just busted open, and there was like a disaster everywhere. I had somehow not seen that the house was a disaster. And I walked out and I looked at my mom and I go, our house was broken into. So then my dad came in first. Nobody was in the house. The first thing I thought about when I realized that our house had been broken into and it dawned on me was that my dogs were okay, and I was just really confused and also thankful that they were okay, because I thought if anyone had come into the house, how were they okay? Why were they still in the house? I mean, were these people so considerate that they made sure not to let the dogs run out the door? I was so thankful they were okay, but I was so confused. And then I found out that one of our neighbors had seen our dogs, recognized them, and led them back into the house, both of them, because they had been let loose and they were running around the front yard and trying to run away. So my neighbors made sure my dogs didn't escape, and I'm so glad they did. And I hope that those people didn't do anything to my dogs. They were not injured. They were fine. But they were probably very scared and terrified of the whole incident and having some strangers come into the house and start flipping everything over. Anyway, moving on. We called the police. The police got here. Everything's pretty vague by now. I realized that we had a form in the house, so the robbery had been reported while we weren't home and nobody contacted us, and they just left a form in the house saying that they knew. And while my parents were talking to them, I came back into my room, and I was about 14, and I remember all of my stuff was gone. I mean, I didn't have that many things to start with. In terms of video games and that, I only had a Nintendo DS that, by the way, I would take to school every day just because I was scared something would happen to it. And that one day in the morning, I realized I forgot it at home, and of course that was the day it got stolen. So it got stolen. Then I realized the makeup that I had, the very little makeup I had, because I still wasn't that into makeup, was gone. And I thought, what kind of thief takes a 14-year-old's makeup? What are you gonna do with a 14-year-old's used makeup? And not only was my makeup gone, but so were any of my jewelries, which were not fine jewelries either. This person took my makeup, my video games, my cheap jewelry, my homemade jewelry, any nice jewelry we had, any cash we had at the house. Just, it was devastating. I mean, all I could think of was that I was so glad my dogs were okay, because I don't know what they could have done to my dogs, and my dogs were fine, but my stuff was gone. I was vaguely upset about it. Any money I had was gone. I did go on and tell my friends about this when it happened, and they were super supportive, and I am forever thankful. One of my friends told her church about it, and they donated a turkey to us for Thanksgiving, because it was around Thanksgiving time as well when it happened. And I mean, I know it's kind of strange, but I thought the thought was really nice, that they donated a whole turkey to us for our Thanksgiving. And one of my other friends, feeling very bad that my makeup had gotten stolen, she had all this brand new makeup that she didn't use, and she gave it to me just to kind of make up for the stuff that was stolen. But yeah, I feel like these people were not good thieves. They weren't the kind of thieves that took TVs and DVDs and electronics, you would think, right? No, these were assholes that wanted to just mess with us. And they took my makeup. Why? I mean, I'm not like, I just think it's ridiculous. I think it's so stupid. Why would you take that unless it was to bother me? And that makes me feel like it was people I knew, it was someone I knew, and that's kind of scary. They did take any cash we had in the house, and that was really hard to recover from, but thankfully we're okay now, and I'm so glad. Now I'm just really thankful that we're okay now, and my dogs are still with me. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. You don't know how much, and I hope you enjoyed it, and bye.